My name is Matt, and I'm a 36-year-old elementary school teacher. At the private elementary school I work at, I'm the head of the 4th grade class. An elementary school teacher is different from a middle school or high school teacher. The teacher in charge has to teach all subjects. This is normal for us. We have to prepare the handouts to give to our students, score tests, buy school supplies. But it isn't just the students we have to worry about. We always have to provide support for the parents as well. Due to the many school events, my long-awaited vacations are spent going to sports and school events. It happens all the time. My job as a teacher is extremely rewarding. It is really great, but if you go at it half-heartedly, the job can be mentally and physically draining. It can get depressing. But even though every day is extremely busy, my personal oasis is my home. It doesn't matter how tired I am when I get home. My kind wife and 5-year-old daughter always greet me as I walk in the door. It's because of them, my loving family. They give me the courage and confidence to keep at it every day. But about a year ago, my happy life was shook to the very foundation after an incident. I found out my wife, Maya, who I believed to be a quiet and serious person, had cheated on me with another man after promising to love me and only me. And to make matters worse, the man she cheated on me with was the father of one of the students in my class. What were they thinking? Thanks to you, as of next year, I will be removed as the head teacher in charge of the 4th grade.
Oh, is that so? Isn't that just perfect? Since you became the head teacher, you've been so busy every day. You always seem so stressed.
What's with that attitude? Are you planning to take responsibility for your actions? It's fine, isn't it? He's a single dad, after all. If you're single, it isn't adultery, is it? You're married, aren't you? No matter how you look at it, it's adultery. Marriage. Yeah, but with our relationship now,
can you really call this a marriage? Every day, you're just working and working. You don't give a shit about this family. If other people's children are more important than your own family, then why don't you just marry your work instead?
Yeah, you may be right about that. After I became the head teacher, I haven't been able to spend as much time with the family as I could before. We do have talks, like about what happened at school today, what so-and-so did, and what so-and-so said. Conversations about other people's children. My work has been the topic of most of our discussions.
I know you love our family,
so it isn't very interesting for you to always talk about other people's children. Of course, you'd think, why don't you talk about your own child? Actually, I've seen some co-workers have the same problems at home, for reasons just like this. Even some people got divorced because of this job. But as a teacher right now, to cheat on me with the father of a student? That's ridiculous. Anyone who does that is insane, a psychopath. And then, 2 weeks after I questioned Maya about the affair, we got together, the three of us, Maya, her lover, and me. We decided to talk about what we would do from here on out. To be honest, I had reached a point where I was hesitant to divorce Maya. I really thought I might be able to convince or persuade them to stop the affair. But at that time, Maya hadn't even given a single thought to trying to fix our marriage. I love her from the bottom of my heart.
Please, I'm begging you. Let's get a divorce. I will pay whatever alimony and child support that you want. So please forgive us and let us move on with our new life together. Even if you have no intention of forgiving us, I'm prepared to stay with him. I'm not just saying it. I'm serious. I love him. Please, please let us be together.
It's like you're trying to make me feel sorry for you, like you're trying to apologize for your feelings. But really, you're just trying to threaten and force me to give up. After all, I haven't even said anything, but you're already bringing up child support. You're even ready to throw away your own child for this love of yours. I can clearly see you both are worthless human beings. If I take in our daughter, that's fine. But what do you plan to do about your own child? Don't tell me you're planning to give them up to the system. Are you? Oh, you don't have to worry about my son. I'll return him to his mother, my ex-wife. After a long, troublesome trial with your wife, you're just going to give your son back just like that? After fighting so hard to keep him? Being with Maya now means way more to me than being with my son. In my job as a teacher, I've seen many terrible parents. But you might be the shittiest parent that I have met to this date. Worst of the worst. Thinking about how he must feel as a child being thrown away, an idiot parent like you would be better dead, for the sake of the world and the people in it. But come to think of it, it might be in his best interest to go back to his mother than be with a piece of shit like you. The mom fought until the end with you to keep her son. I'm sure his mother would more than gladly take him back. If I'm correct, I heard she lives nearby. Even if his mother got custody, he wouldn't have to move far or transfer schools. Actually, I'd love to end things quickly. I'd love to get divorced quickly and kick this idiot out of the house. That's how I honestly felt at that time. I understand. I'll approve the divorce. But I'll just say this. I'm not going to take more child support or alimony than necessary.
What?
Yeah, really. In return, I don't want you to ever see either of the children again. That's the deal. If that's all you want, sure, no problem. Right, Maya?
Yeah. If it means I can live happily with you, I'll follow you anywhere.
So, there you have it. We managed to settle things pretty quickly. 2 weeks later, Maya and I were legally divorced. I got $50,000 in settlement money from the two of them. Compared to the problems it cost me, I don't think it was very much money. But I wanted to get divorced as quickly as possible, so I took the offer. Considering the impact on both the children, I thought it was for the best. Well, it is what it is. Up until now, this year has been hell. It's those moments when I try to explain why mommy is gone, but my daughter doesn't understand words like affair, or how because of my ex-wife, I have lost a lot of trust. Explaining to parents the reason for our divorce. Trying to compromise with my in-laws, who yell and blame me for the divorce. There are so many things to do beside work. All the hard work paid off though. I'm working and taking care of our daughter. Our lives together, just the two of us, has finally settled down. But the real problem started here. It was finally the end of my worst year yet, when there was more trouble. Maya had moved. This is the start of a huge incident. That woman, 10 months and 10 days after breaking up with me, she was arrested for calling a bomb threat to the elementary school that I worked at. The origin of this was my ex-wife wanted me to feel sorry for her. It was one of those situations where, I don't know why, but the man she had been with since divorcing me had told Maya that he's rich and from a wealthy family. But that wasn't true. He didn't have a single penny to his name. That was her reason. Of course, I didn't care. Stop messing around. All the while saying, love this and love that. But in the end, it was all about the money, I thought. She asked me if there was any way we would get back together. You're relentless, aren't you? You're the one who left and threw away your family. Don't think we can just get back together, like nothing ever happened.
It's really okay then? If you really don't want to take my offer, then I have a plan.
Like I said, it's impossible. Come on, you've got to understand. You're not a child.
Fine, be like that. I'll just bomb your school. Your beloved students will be in trouble, won't they? Are you okay with that?
Stop being fucking ridiculous. You're just trying to threaten me for my attention. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be fooled by your stupid and childish games. I said this and hung up the phone. In the end, I don't think what I said was wrong. It turns out, Maya didn't have the guts or the courage to kill a bunch of innocent people just for the sake of her own desires. But I had made a mistake, for Maya's being stupid enough to leave it up to her anger and make that call to the school with the same threat she gave me. It was beyond my imagination. Well, it was thanks to that she was quickly caught by the police. Though Maya also made a mistake, I don't know why, but according to the terms we signed when we got divorced, there wasn't a no contact order included in the paperwork. So even though she was going to be persecuted, by some miracle, I was still able to contact her. I hadn't predicted something like that would happen at the time, so I got very lucky.
Matt, did you decide you wanted to fix things with me?
No, not at all.
What? Then why did you come? If you don't plan to fix things with me, then just go home.
Oh, alright. But before that, let me just say one thing.
What? I'm busy.
I have to talk to my lawyer about the trial. No, you see, I quit being an elementary teacher. Right after being demoted from head teacher, I quit. I switched jobs so I could spend more time with my daughter.
Huh?
Well, you see, you got arrested. You became a criminal for no reason. You made a bomb threat to a school that had nothing to do with me.
What?
After that, Maya went back to her parents' house, and I heard she refused to come out. It seems like she hasn't left her room even once since then. What a relief. I went to court and got a restraining order against her. Well, if she never plans to come out of her room, then she probably won't be a danger to anyone anymore. On a side note, right now, I moved somewhere Maya doesn't know about. I started working as a cram school teacher for elementary school students there, while raising my daughter. I used to treat other people's children as my own, but now, my daughter is number one. Of course, I still take my responsibility as a teacher very seriously. If it is something that will benefit my daughter, then I will be happy to do anything, no matter how difficult it might be. Thank you for listening to my story. Did you enjoy yourself? I look forward to seeing you again. If you like my story, subscribe to my channel.